So about a week ago I posted on Facebook, the 4 worst words you can hear are, "The cows are out." And I got a message this morning from a neighbor saying that there was a cow out down at another farm. So I went down there, checked it out, couldn't find anything. So I asked him, I said, was it a cow or just a little calf? She was a little calf. Well, I go into the pasture and I find 3 of the calves that I had weaned yesterday, brought home to the home farm yesterday, back out with their moms. They made it almost 2 miles from one farm to the other farm. So not knowing what to expect, I got home and found that they had, actually you can see this one already did it, which usually isn't a problem, but they jumped that bunk and got out in the open area and made their way out. So could have been a lot worse than it was, but I've got 3 calves down at the other farm and then 1 calf here at home got back with moms. So, project list for my week off from work consists of fixing this situation, going around the fence, making sure all those are tied, and being that the calves were out all night, scooping up the grain that they spilled right behind me. So, this will start my week off. I know that after my fencing video, watching me do stuff with no commentary isn't really that exciting. So my plan is that I've got a handful of projects planned over the next week while I'm off of work. I'll take some video of those, splice them all together, and put a video of my week of non-work work. So here it begins. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to find the cover that goes on the back of that auger there. There, that's a little off. A little auger there. I'm gonna find the cover for that, plug that back up, and then start scooping up this grain. I will feed some of it to the calves and the rest I'll put in a tub to feed. It's gonna rain tonight, so I wanna get this up before that or it's gonna be a gross, wet mess. So, all right. So what I'm looking for is a big C-clamp and a L-shaped piece of metal, basically a corner piece of metal that goes up in there to keep the grain from coming out the back side of the auger. So this bucket was underneath to catch any strays that fell out. I'm thinking it's in this bucket, but I'm going to dump it out and find it. So. Bracket. C-clamp. And since I got this feed all ready to go, I will, you'll see, I'll feed the calves. You'll see how I feed them. what I do is I put the grain on top of the hay. The hay acts like the calves are used to eating that hay that came off of grass. It tastes similar to grass. I put the grain on top because as they're eating the hay, they get a taste for that grain, realize it tastes good, and then I'll slowly not be putting the hay down first and just transition to all grain. Okay, so you saw me pick up the grain that the calves spilled, and then I went around and made sure all the panels were tight, put some panels in front of the feeders so that the calves can't jump over anymore. Project number 2 for the day is I'm going to, actually I'll tell you what it was and then I'll explain. So we have this bulk tank here that we use for watering the cows when they're out in the pasture in the summer. What I usually do is run a line from our milk house, old milk house. I run just a PVC line, a black plastic PVC line, over to here. I had to take that out because as you can see behind me, we're putting a new shed in and they need to do the dirt work and fill this up. So what I've been doing for the time being is running a garden hose from my mom's house. So yesterday, our amazing water line digger came and put in a hydrant for me because we're gonna have some calving pens in this barn as well. So what I'm gonna do is to shorten the line and not have it run off of Mom's house anymore. I'm gonna throw in a hose into this tank and shorten this tank. Later in this week, I'm gonna drain this tank and move it to the south because this is gonna be an access way into this barn in the future. Water's hooked up, hose is on, no squirting water anywhere. So mission accomplished here. I don't know what else I'm gonna do for the day. I'll probably find something else or check on Ryan and help move bales. So while I was fixing fence, feeding calves, cleaning up feed, and putting on a water line, my hubby Ryan is out baling up the last crop of hay for 2020. We got three crops of hay. We got 2 crops of a annual rye and barley mix. So we'll see how the cows like that, but it's a little shaky. Just hold it here and you can see when a bale comes out. Should be pretty quick. It's a 568 baler we drove down to Lancaster, Iowa, which is about 160 miles away, 180 miles away, something like that. So we drove quite a bit. All right, he's stopping. He's gonna back up a little bit. The baler is wrapping. The bale is being wrapped. He wraps it about 3 times with the net wrap, and there it kicks out. And we're doing 5x6s, so they're 5 feet wide, and they are about 6 feet tall. I think we measured, it was 67, 68 inches tall. So big bales, but a lot of feed in them. All right. It's a rainy day, so we haven't had much projects done, but I neglected to video loading the calves up last weekend, so we're taking a cow over to auction. so you can see me load her up. Simple as that.